I'm honored to be here. It was an opportunity that was presented to me to be a Leave a Legacy co-chair. I promised my husband I wasn't going to be as involved my last semester, but I ended up agreeing to do this, and it was one of the greatest things I've ever done. It was definitely a challenge, but it was a learning experience that I'll take with me. I want to talk to you a little bit about 3 things today. Why I believe this particular gift is so special, how we managed to raise the record numbers that we did, and then some advice I would give future Leave a Legacy co-chairs. So first of all, our gift, which I was telling the dean about. I had the opportunity as part of the Women's Initiative Task Force. A young woman came to our school and she had to decide between Harvard and University of Texas. Those were her 2 choices. So at the time, I took her around. You know, it's a wonderful school, all the different reasons why UT is great. I don't need to sell to any of you here. But obviously she chose Harvard. That's not obvious actually, but she did choose Harvard in case you're wondering. But I did keep in touch with her during the 2 years she was at Harvard, and she spent those years trying to get a job in Austin because she was so impressed with the visit and she really fell in love with the city. A lot of it had to do with the climate that she did not experience in Boston. And so I say this because I think that Austin, the University of Texas, has a competitive advantage over other schools in the fact that you can study outdoors here. And that's something that we really need to, show students, prospective students that come to our school. At the time that my class was here, there were only 3 tables out there. I was actually impressed when I came here today. I see there's trees and there's umbrellas even in this area here, which was also a Leave a Legacy gift from 2 classes that combined their money to build this area here. And we saw this area was just dirt and trees. Our second year, while we were here, the Gregory Gym opened up. And it wasn't long before we discovered that there were areas to sit out there by the 4 swimming pools. And you can study. There were outlets, there was shade, there were fans. So we started taking prospective students over there on our tour, including that as part of the business school tour. So now we have something that is our own outdoor study area that we can show prospective students and adds to our competitive advantage. In addition to the gift itself, the reason why this is so important is because our class set a precedent for the amount of money given per student as well as the total amount given. We were the smallest class. We had 4 cohorts, and before us there were 5 cohorts, 6 cohorts, and yet we were able to raise more money than any of the previous classes, and I think any classes after us as well. This is important again because, as the dean said, this is what is looked at when you rank schools. So showing the world that we're willing to give that much money back is important, and it's important for other classes. I'd like to see them increase the amount of money that they're giving.